Thank you for tuning in to News Channel 87, WPFL. We're back here again with our weekly interviews of biblical characters. We are with a very prominent historical character again this week. I am very intimidated here. This is one of the most powerful, influential military commanders in history. I am so scared of him actually right now just because of his sheer brute. Now, Gideon, just tell me a little bit about yourself, your history, and your family.
Well, I was the weakest member of my family. And, my family was the weakest family in the clan. And on top of that, my clan was the weakest in the tribe. So, I was pretty much at the bottom of the totem pole. Oh, that was funny. So, whenever God came to me and told me I was going to be the commander of his army, I was like, whoa, how does that happen? I had no idea that anything like that could happen to me. And look at me. I'm not necessarily, what you'd call the cream of the crop.
Now, Gideon, the thing that you are most famous for is the battle against the Midianite army. Now, just tell me a little bit about the aftermath of the battle against the Midianites.
Well, this battle went on for a pretty long time. We chased him here, we chased him there, we chased him over here. And, it went on for a pretty long time. But, we won. And so the Israelites asked me to be their ruler. And, I told them, no, I'm not going to be your ruler, but God can rule over you. So I told them, but, lately I really haven't been making a living. So I'm going to ask you, for some of your plunder. And the men wore gold earrings, and, that's what they gave me. They gave them to me. And it ended up being like 43 pounds, so that's a lot of gold. And so I took the gold and I made it into an idol, and I worshipped it. And, maybe I shouldn't have, but, I did. I worshipped it, and, pretty soon my whole town was worshiping it. And, it was a big deal. And, my country was very peaceful. And this went on for a pretty long time, for about, 40 years it went on.
Interesting stuff. Well, Gideon, I'm actually a little bit disappointed with this interview. I've learned a few things about you that have kind of been a downer. I mean, you're kind of a little bit of a girly man. You worship idols. I mean, if you could do anything different, what lessons have you learned through this life?
Well, I guess, the lesson would be not to get distracted from the goal. And, because you never know where God's going to take you. So, I really should have followed through. I really should have stayed on target with God. And, I should have never started worshiping that idol. And now I'm so distracted and I am so just off balance because God's not in my life anymore. And so I'd say that the main lesson is to just follow through and to not get distracted.
Interesting stuff. Well, this is the start of something good. Don't you agree? Guess we just have to follow through. Now, I would just like to thank Gideon one more time for coming and giving me this interview. But just want to thank y'all for tuning in to News Channel 87, WPFL. I'm Brick Tanner. Thank you, And you stay classy. Ringgold United Methodist.